So, hello YouTube. It's once again time for a playbook setup. I did talk about this setup today in my live stream. It's a kind of liquidity grab, okay, below a previous pivot, and then for the market to shoot off in the other directions. There are a couple key things I do pay attention to and do look at before if in order to take this trade. It's a very high V trade. It's one of my best trades as well. It has a lot of context, and you gotta understand a little bit of the market and a little bit of the context in order to really like take it properly and identify where it's at. Okay, where there might be a good opportunity. But I try my best to break it down in this video as good as possible. So stay tuned. Also, like I do recommend you watch my course first. You do need a basic understanding of how order flow works, how times and sale works, and stuff like this. Okay. So let's hop right into the DOM. So I want to talk you through the setup now. We go on to the DOM here. Just for context, you also need kind of context for this setup to work. So you do want to look left, okay? It's the one of the rare times where like you kind of want to look at the chart, okay? So it's not just purely based of order flow in the moment, okay? It's kind of a bigger picture play here, what I'm looking for. So if you look at my here on the left, okay, so we have a previous swing. So this is like a 4,000 tick chart. Okay, we opened, so the US Open was here around this candle somewhere here. Okay, here we kind of opened the US session on Friday, and just the RTH session just sold off pretty much. We got during the pre-market we shot up pretty hard. Okay, and in a good channel, trending channel up higher here, and we have here these pivots. Okay. And we do have obviously like the market I think in like this, okay, like I think there are like stops sitting below these pivots, okay, all below all these pivots there are stops sitting, okay. People are going long and putting stops below these pivots and trailing stops and stuff like this, okay. So there is liquidity there in order to be taken. And obviously also since we're drifting down, okay, there might also be like take profit from the shorters, okay, which shorted here. So I think these are interesting points. Okay, obviously you can't take longs of there blindly. You gotta watch the DOM and the order flow and the price action in order to confirm your entries. Okay, that's what I at least do. Okay, what works for me. So we have this major pivot here. Okay, at around 70. Okay, so this was around 70 here. So we are approaching it right now. Okay, we're kind of hanging here. Now I'm looking at the DOM. Okay, and yeah, you see me here even like scrolling under 3000. Okay, scrolling again, looking here. Okay, where we do we also have pivots here, stuff like this. And now we do break it here. Okay. We saw huge seller come in, but they kind of struggling here into the lows. Okay, and we don't see any follow through. So we didn't see any big sellers really hit below 70 here. Okay, like the last big seller hit exactly at 70. We did build like one bell curve here, another bell curve here. Okay, and then obviously we had this major volume bell curve here into the 72s. Okay, and we don't really see any follow through below 70. Okay, that's what's important from big players. So then we saw buyers step in, and the offer just evaporate away, and it just like pretty much V off of here. Okay, we saw like a 3-point move up to what's always important for me is I want to see them in order to accept the bell curve. Okay, what I always say is I want to see price trade the middle of the bell curve. Then it for me it's kind of accepted. Okay, and here 72.55 was the middle of this bell curve, so we kind of accepted this bell curve again. We grabbed the liquidity below this here. Okay, below this 70 swing here, built kind of 2 or 3 bell curves here, okay, like which completely no follow through from the sellers, and just then boom, buyers just came in. Okay, took it all the way to the middle of this again. Okay, and even like build volume in the middle. Okay, it wasn't immediately rejected off the middle. It's also important if it comes down here and immediately finds sellers again and just boom. Okay, and maybe not the best setup, but here we kind of stalled here for a bit. Okay, build it, traded a little bit. So this price was, at least for a short period of time, for a couple of seconds, this price was accepted. Okay, that's always was important. There's a huge difference if you come to a price level and it just completely pivots away from it, like bam, okay, or if we come to a price level and just build a little bit of volume. So if we build volume there, it's, in my opinion, like people are interested in trading there. Okay, so they are still interested in trading the 72s here because we did have some transactions here. Okay, then we saw it pull back. So right now I'm looking to go long here somewhere. Again, then here that was the clean sign that this long is on. Okay, because now this bell curve here, okay, is accepted again. Like we did trade through the middle. Now when we came to the bottom of this bell curve, okay, here, like we immediately found buyer and pivoted hard up. Okay, there was not much volume traded into the low. Okay, that's just the difference. Here was volume traded and we got lower. Here was no volume traded. This immediately found buyers. Okay, so this long is kind of on here for me, getting long here. By the way, what I want to say here, my trade management on this trade isn't the best. So I'm currently working in, I'm trying to develop my skills in multiple, in ads, okay, especially in winning trades. So I don't want to add to losers ever, pretty much. But to winners, I'm willing to add, especially in good setups like this, because this kind of setups where we take out the liquidity, like here, okay, this could just reverse and just I do want to have a runner here. I do want to have two contracts here because this can just shoot and not come back. So I'm kind of looking where I can add here. Maybe should have added here already, but I didn't, obviously. Adding now. The ad was kind of late, in my opinion. So not the best ad here. I added at the high of this bell curve. So I should have added at the middle at least, but you now see a 2x0 here. Okay, so if you haven't watched my auction market theory on scalping video, like do so. Like here, that's a clean 2x0. Like so, but not the ad at the high maybe wasn't the best. But here, see how what was 2x0 here immediately found buyer again. This is just at the middle of this bell curve. Okay, so right now we're saying, okay, we're accepting the higher prices here. We don't even want anything to do again with the middle of this bell curve. Okay, so at this point this should break. Don't know how it trades, but I kind of want to see it break now. 2x0 here. It keeps on falling begin a little bit. Kind of hesitates here. Obviously we have some sort of loyalty. We kind of topping off here as well. My movement take profit here. Now hindsight looking at it, probably not the best idea to move to take profit here. At least on that should have here would have been taken out on my first scalper's profit. I should have kept it there really, but I moved the other one as well. But I'm kind of just getting more confident here in this trade, and in my opinion, by this point, seeing all these bottom ticks and bottom pivots here again, like each time we get lower, okay, we immediately find buyer. Like each time we tick low, bam, okay, like bam. The highs we're finding buyers and stalling here, but okay. But we're not really accepting whatsoever the lower prices. Now we're falling in for the first time a bit. For the first time, you kind of below my entry, but again, we immediately find buyer and just rip higher here, okay? Like right now, this bell curve is kind of extending here, okay, because we're building volume here. So this, so now the low node is kind of 74.50 here. My trade management, once again, on this trade isn't the best, okay? But, yeah. I also have a strong bid here. So there is selling, obviously, but we don't see much big players selling. And it's for the most part retail selling. And the bid is pretty strong. And each time we get low here, like we kinda always find buyers here. Again here, finding buyers immediately. At this point, I kinda would like to see myself. So my trade management here was kind of awful, like I said. I kind of want to see me take off one contract in the 74s here. Really like there's no point in being in here with 2 contracts for me in my risk management, at least. I should kinda get one off here. Here I should really like get one off. Or I don't know why I don't here. No, now I'm kinda okay. Now at least now I'm pulling one off. Now I'm obviously removing my second because I wanna have one runner. Maybe I can guess it's okay. It's okay, I guess. Like, obviously you can never know that then it's gonna get flushed, but yeah. So kind of looking for an add again here. The correct place here to add would have been probably this low node here, okay, which is kind of the middle of this bell curve. So if you look at this bell curve, okay, you also have this low node here. So the correct place to add would be either 73.50 or 70 or one tick above 73.75. Where did I add? Let's see. I added pretty high, 74.25. That's kind of a bad place to add, in my opinion. Like, we at the top of this bell curve, so on this bell curve and top of this bell curve. So the correct place here to add would have been the 73.75s or the 73.50s because it's a low node here, and it's kind of still above the middle of this bell curve. So if I want to add, I either yeah, I really should add here or here, pretty much. Not here, but okay, I did. Yes, it's fine. So we do respect this low node here. Now we do see for the first time big sellers here, and the fastest price fall in a little bit. Almost come to my first stop loss here. So basically we're kind of getting into this bell curve here again. Once again we find immediately buyers here. Yeah, I kind of should pull contracts here in the 75s. We do have sellers sitting here absorbing the 75s, so I should really like pull contracts, at least the scalpers pro out the one contract. I should keep on pulling one in the 75s and adding on pullbacks. Now I do pull one, okay. Kind of some weakness here, so I pull one. So we do see now bigger, lots of selling coming in here. It's taking it okay, but kind of a lot of selling here. Now what you really need to start to consider is this bell curve here at this point, in my opinion. Like, if we stop respecting the middle of this bell curve, like, price should come back down here. So this kind of has to break soon. It's the fourth attempt high here, pretty much the fourth attempt higher here. It's trying to break, but it's really struggling here. The 76s. Now it's falling completely in here. And then I pull it again. So at this point I pull the whole thing, because it's just like it tried so often to break the 75s here, okay. And at least till now it kinda came back slow, okay, and then just shot, came back up slow, shot, came back slow, shot, okay. But here we fall in fast, okay. And now we kinda not going up, okay. So that's why I'm thinking, okay, this, even if we go higher, like this needs to come back down to 72. So in order to complete this bell curve here, this is not ripping higher here. So this is probably gonna come back to 72s. And it also would make sense, okay, like this leads into like another setup, same setup, okay, same play here. Like that's why this picking this time here is so nice, I think, for this playbook setup here. Because at this point, so look how we tracked it. We go to the middle, we come higher here, 75 again, and bam. Okay, like we immediately like we immediately get completely rejected here. So I pull this here. We have here the 74, 75s. We have here volume zone, and we as a high volume node here, and we immediately, once we come up there again, bam, okay, we immediately find strong selling and completely rejected. So at this point, like, I'm thinking we're going at least to 72s here, okay, and probably maybe even lower, because if you look at the 30-second chart here, we do have lots of pivots, okay, at 72s. So 72s was pivoted a lot, okay, like if you look here, here, even here, okay, before the initial drop. So 72s is like kinda a crucial point here, okay, which was pivoted a lot. And also, if you remember from earlier, the bell curve from earlier here, there was, now we've built volume here and this bell curve transitioned, okay. But the bell curve from earlier, when I started the video, if you go back, like was the 72 bell curve here, okay. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, they probably gonna stop run 72s again here. So I'm not entering long right away. So I got out of my position, now waiting for another entry here. Even though this was a hard shove up here, okay, I haven't seen any real buying on big buyers buy, so I'm not entering long yet. And I'm also thinking still that I kind of want to see them stop run 72s here, because we had so much pivot around 72s that I just think it makes sense for the buyers to first clean the 72s before going higher. We do find a strong bid here, okay, so like buyers are really interested here, but they're not getting aggressive, okay, they're just buying on the limit side here. So I don't really want to enter yet. I want to see them aggressively buying as well. Now we also like look at this, like here on the auction list, here, okay. Now we've pretty much bottom tick the 72 so often here, okay. So at this point, I'm thinking they wanna, they really want to stop run this. Like now we see finally, as you see me on the stream, like my mouse go there as well. Okay, like you see big buy, and see me showing on the big buyers. So we had 100 lot and a 62 lot buyer print, okay. So big buyers are interested here, and I think like big buyers want to come in here and get this higher. But I'm still waiting for it to stop run this, okay. So I'm kind of waiting for a flush down here to enter. And then obviously I want to see a reclaim. So now that's kind of okay for me, okay. So it wasn't the fastest reclaim, so isn't the best entry, but I think it's as good as it gets at this point. And also, yeah, so I'm trying to get a long fill here, getting a long fill. But just as I get the fill, I haven't seen it like while I was getting the fill, I do see a 233 lot here seller, okay. So at this point, I'm losing confidence in this trade. At this point, I think like, okay, maybe they don't really wanna buy this higher. Okay, maybe the sellers are overwhelming. So I'm getting out. Okay, I don't want to be any part of it and eat the full stop out here. If I see a big seller like this, so I'm getting out on the first minor pullback here, just below this low note here. We have this low note here. Okay, I'm just getting out here, just below it, because this could just flush on me and take out the low of day here. So I'm waiting. Okay, waiting patiently here for another entry. Now I do see, okay, now we do really see the buyer step in here. We do see a 127 lot, an 86 lot, okay. Obviously, there's a lot of mid-size buying as well. We do see them skip a price here, okay, like on the up move, like one price was even skipped here, 71.50 here. So at this point, I think, okay, now I'm willing to enter this trade again, okay. Don't like that we're trading here the skip price, so that's why I was looking at here, but once we traded it, we immediately pivoted higher again, so I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, we're not really accepting it. Trying to get a second lot fill here. Don't know if it fills me on the second lot here. No, it doesn't. Kind of chasing now with the second lot here. But I really think like this trade has a lot of EV in it now, because we did see it kind of, yeah, like I said, like now we've taken out this pivot as well here, this 72 liquidity, and also we have even more sellers trapped here. Now we see even more buyers coming here. Okay, big buying on the tape. Now they should at least like go back to this low note here. Okay, like 74.50. It's getting down kind of low and then shooting up. That's what I like when I'm long. Okay, now we do have this low note here, 74.25 here, which is kind of getting respected here. So seeing this top tick here, okay, like if you're watching the auction vista, okay, first like we had it trade 74 and 74, okay, we kind of saw it hold and trade the 74s, okay. Now we top tick to 74.25, okay, and the same way it works on the bottom side. It's obviously on the short side here, like, and we didn't see any follow through or trades at the 74.25, so we did see just top tick the 74.25, and we just fell back in, okay, and we didn't see the bid holding here, so the bid didn't hold, and we also didn't see any more follow through from the seller. So at this point I want to get out with one contract, okay, like I want to take some profits here and just also kind of remove some of my risk here. Just being in with one contract, like, obviously removes a lot of risk. Now we do find some sellers here, okay. Some buyers, sorry. Now we're kind of holding this low note here to the upside. So buyers are getting aggressive here. So the 76s is a good target here for now. Just not, now we see lots of big buying, okay, but they're kind of struggling here. The 75s, like, they struggled earlier here, okay, like, so first watch it, now they're struggling here again. But at this point I kind of think, okay, even like, obviously they're struggling here, but they should at least stop run it, okay. So I think like 76 is a good place for this tick profit for now. I'm kind of struggling here now. I'm pulling this second contract as well here. Don't know about this pull. Like, execution wise, it wasn't the best trade, in my opinion. Like, but obviously, like, I wanna show you the real ones, okay. Like, this wasn't really the best execution, either on the first nor on the second trade now. So execution obviously not the best, but I do hope you get something out of this trade idea and the style how I trade it, okay. Maybe you can implement it. Like, there are pretty much two types of traders, okay. Like, there are the types all in, all out, okay. And then there are the type of traders who like to scale. And generally I do like to scale, but somehow if I look at my stats, because I do journal and take all my trades, I do way better when I'm in out full. Okay, when I'm out in and out full on my trades. With one in and out, okay, with with the whole entire thing. But I really like scaling, like, and I think it's, I don't know, I think it could be better for me as well. Like, I just obviously shouldn't never scale into losers. Well, I think scaling into winners is fine. I just need to be able to hold this them then a little bit longer. So with that being said, I hope you do understand this setup a little bit. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Okay. If you want me to break down any other of my trades, feel free to do so. Okay. I love to break down trades. I'm doing it anyways. Rewatching my footage and stuff like this. So yeah, that's about it from me. Okay. I hope you did enjoy this video. Okay. And see you guys in my next one.